Hello, beautiful people. It's Lulu, and today I'm going to do a new moon in Capricorn quick read. I was going to do the pep talk, but Capricorn new moon is calling, and then I looked it up, okay? Because it's rare that I look it up for maybe everybody, right? And so what I came across was that it's actually, I think Chiron is going direct around at the same time that the new moon in Capricorn is coming up, right? So this is the questions that are here, and the website is rush.com. The questions that are here make perfect sense. I was like, okay, so that sounds like some surrender shit, right? So it says you want to take a step back, but ask yourself these questions. Where am I hurting? Who have I hurt or that I must heal? Who has hurt me that I must forgive? If we are to sip on the daiquiris of emotional release, we need to go through the rough flight to get there. That is the message of this new moon and that square, right? Okay, so even with that, in the pattern, it was saying that this is a good time for some healing energy between the 16th and the 18th. When aren't we healing? Fixing something, small, big, large, indifferent, whatever it is that has to do with our soul's growth, whatever it is that has to do with what we came here to do. What did we come here to experience? What did we come here to heal for ourselves as well as our lineage, however that translates, right? So also with that, wounded warrior, right? I forget, that show you how caught up I got into the healing part. Whatever. Okay, I be down like Charlie Brown. But when it comes to the healing, the healing part and what Capricorn has to do with it, I don't know. Okay, not an astrologist. That's why I went and read it. Okay, I don't read all that stuff. I know people who do, and then I confer with them. Okay, or just go into my app, right? So that's what we're going to get into really, really quick. Because also with new moons, of course, this is a new beginning as well. This is a clean slate, so to speak. So you want to know what it is that may be coming up. Here's the deal. Whether you actually do something for each moon, waxing, waning, gibbous, whatever, all throughout the cycles of the moon, right? Whether you do something for all of those or just the new moon, the full moon, or what have you, you will already notice, right? Or may have already noticed or will notice, whatever. But you will have paid attention to that when you are in alignment with your assignment, in tune with your star player, and you just notice what is going on in your life, what it is that's coming to the forefront of your awareness, the dreams you are having, what you are picking up in meditation, what you are picking up in conversation, synchronicities, all of those things, right? Those beautiful things that we pay attention to when we are drawn to them, right? You realize like, oh, okay, so that makes sense, basically. Right? You can be going on about your day, listen to this and be like, fuck that shit, Lulu, and go on about your day, and then something comes up that I say or something that you read about this new moon energy and what it may do and affect or what have you, and then you're like, oh, okay, I mean, I'm in alignment because I already worked on that shit. I already cut that person off. I already apologized for that. I already did this, that, and the other. Okay. So let's get into it. So we're going to read for one card a piece, hopefully. So I'm going to pull one card at a time. How about that? So you can say which card resonates with you, which card you want to take, and use the information that is provided for your Ashe toolbox, right? Y'all still be seeing everything. I got my beet juice. It's beet juice, superfood, sea moss, and something else. Okay? Don't forget the 90-day journey to mindfulness is available on my website as well as on Amazon.com. Those are the only two places that you can purchase those that have to do with me. Okay? And also, there are love readings on Patreon at this time. They voted, so I did them. Y'all know how I feel about them love readings. Y'all know how I feel about it. Like, look, okay, get your shit together, okay? Especially when I see something in a love reading that has to do with something that is like, look, you gonna have to come on. You gonna have to wake up. What are you doing? Like, what the fuck? Okay, fuck must be the word of the day. Not giving a fuck. Thank you. All right, give us one card to kick this party out. Get this party started, right? Give me one card to start this party for who needs to hear it. All right, surrender the drama. Boom. All right, so that may have been a huge energy that has been around. So it's going to be the first card that we do. All right. So surrender the drama. I think that this is an overview and for everybody that's watching this, period. Because what you feed feeds you. What you feed, you have to digest too. Right? All right. So with this surrender the drama. And if you look at this card really, really quick. Okay. That's my best way of helping y'all to see the card. Doing that little number. Okay. Surrender the drama has a lot to do with just being mindful of things that will be wanting your attention, thinking that like there may be people entitled to your attention. Really quick. Okay, because I had an issue at the gym. I'm just saying, whatever. I'm saying it right here, right now. Whatever. Because if you don't give certain people attention the way that they want you to or what have you, then they feel like they need to get in your space. They need to find out what's up. They need to gaslight. They need to start. I'm not the one. Or the two. I'm just saying. Try with somebody else, boo-boo. Okay? Don't let nobody gaslight you into some drama. Don't let nobody love bum you into some drama. And please remember that love bumming is not only about love bumming isn't only about someone trying to be in a relationship with you or acting like they want to be in a relationship with you. No. Friends can love bum you. Family members can love bum you. People that want their way can love bum you. People find out what it is that they think. A way that they think that they should approach you or how they should interact with you to get their motherfucking way. You got to remember that everybody wants something. People mostly do stuff out of the benefit of themselves. Some people will reciprocate regardless. They'll let you know, like, look, this is what I need going on. Let me know if you need something. Like, that's some real shit. But otherwise, a lot of people, it's all about them. So surrender the drama, right? I feel like there's going to be some things that come to the forefront of your awareness where you won't be able to doubt. It won't be a doubt of your mind that whatever this is going on is about to be explosive. Stay the fuck away from it, right? Anything that gets your blood boiling or anything that triggers you to the point where you may react in a way that may take you 10 steps back, and that's the way you got to look at it. If I react to this in a certain way, if I do this in a certain way, I'm going to be taking 10 steps back. Okay, did you work as hard on yourself and as hard on whatever it is that you are working on for you to just be taking 10 steps back by some drama? Okay, drama is whack. Drama is cheap. What? Child, let's clarify what's going on because it's just looking very much so that I wish I had my moon cards over here, but you want to be mindful of that. He got 2 wolves behind him. Those are spirit guides, right? The way that I'm seeing it today, because sometimes I see it a whole other way. But the way I'm seeing it today is that many of you may not be as connected to your team as you need to be. It's very important that you connect and remain connected. Work on connecting on a regular basis because what your team does is also go talk to other folks' team and be like, look, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you better listen to the Most High, but you might not want to do that. Right? Because of course people will try to defy the odds and try to beat out the Most High because people think they are the Most High. Okay? But at the end of the day, your guides will help you in that way. They got your back. They gonna see stuff that you can't see, and that's why you gotta be on guard with like, look, this is what I need y'all to be doing. Right? This is what I need some help with. This is why bloop 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 bloop. Let's clarify, okay? What is this surrender the drama for whoever the fuck? What is this surrender the drama, honey? Sacrifice. Some of you may be in a space where it's like riding out. Like when people call you and you usually be the person you usually are the person that ride out. Right? Like, oh, if it go down, I know so-and-so gonna ride with me. And you may have to sacrifice that friendship because you already know that if you don't ride out this time, if you don't succumb to whatever this drama is that someone may be asking you to do, or whatever it is that may be required of you, the older you, because it's not required of you right now. I don't feel like it. But whatever this is, it's time to cut it off and let it go. If people really mess with you the way that they say that they do, one no will not be a definite, they not mess with you anymore, right? Because you got to remember, there are people who you tell them no one time after you have said yes 1,000 times. That one no causes so much conflict and like, okay, see, I should have been saying no a long time ago. Like that. Like, you got to nip it in the bud. With this sacrifice card as well, there may have been something that happened at the last moon phase if you've been paying attention, or something that happened about 14, 15 days ago, something like that. Something happened about 2-3 weeks ago, possibly. That's not a full moon though. But something may have happened about 2 or 3 weeks ago that you realize something was brought to your awareness, and you realize, like, no, now I see how I have to move. I see how I have to do certain things. I see how I have to, like, you put the pieces together with this sacrifice card, right? You put the pieces together. Some of you may even be writing books or some type of writer. If you are a writer, I'm telling you right now, you need to pay attention to what your spiritual house number is. You need to pay attention to the other things, like, have you feng shuied your home? Pay attention to what needs to be paid attention to in this time frame, because what I'm getting is that there may be people trying to come in and fuck with your creativity. Maybe people trying to come in and stop you and block you. A lot of times when people are hosted by these energies, when people are hosted by these energies of influence, when they are hosted by those, sometimes they don't understand what they are really doing. Since the thing is attached mostly to the ego and any other things that are bound with the person may feel like this is just something, this is what they need to do at this time, and they need to do it with you at this time and all that. If you are a writer, if you are any type of creative, if you are already out here creating and doing things that have to do with helping people and all of that, you need to be on guard. You're going to have set strong boundaries. It's going to be important that you set strong boundaries. It's important that you cut off who needs to cut off communication, cut off energy, cut off cords, cut. Bitch, get you a sharp knife or pair of scissors, okay? Some of you may have even lost a lot of weight because of some kind of because I don't know, man. Look at her stomach. It don't look natural now, do it? I mean, she fit or whatever, but it looked like, she probably missed a couple meals, something like that. Or maybe she had a surgery that went wrong and she had to, she tired of this shit. Because after so many things go wrong, you got to get tired. You got to get real motherfucking upset. Like, no, let me change my life, change my direction, change the way that I do things, change, bitch. Why not? So that's the first card. Surrender the drama. It says no matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Stay centered. It will help you resolve the issue more quickly. If you know it's that time of the month, it's your moon phase and it's time for you to just do things a certain way. It's time for you to pull back for real, go into hermit mode, because you already feel when it come on. It's like the pre-shadow phase. Oh, it is a Mercury retrograde too coming, ain't it? All right, let's pull the next card. Whatever. Get it together. No arguing, fussing, fighting, disagreements. Agree to disagree, okay? Sometimes you just got, ain't no sense in trying to prove yourself. You know who you are. You don't have to prove yourself. There's no sense in trying to go back and forth with someone that you already see like they want to be right. And see, if two people start bumping heads because both of them want to be right, it's a never ending story. They made a movie. Now then, whatever. Get me another card for these beautiful people, honey. I don't do drama. I'm not finna do all that talking either. I told y'all the story that time. I'm not finna do all that talking. I'm not finna do that. And I'm sure that, no, thank you. What information do you have for these beautiful people, honey? Surrender to divine time and it's gonna work out. Oh, let me see. Boom. Okay. Surrender to divine time. Look at that. That is beautiful, ain't it? It look like a moon, but it's on another planet though. It ain't this damn planet. For sure. For shit show. It ain't this planet. But anyways, another planet get the joy of seeing that kind of thing going on. Time is of the essence, right? So whatever it is that you feel like should have worked out by now, you should be seeing results by now. You should this, that, and the other. It's a woulda, coulda, shoulda. Basically, right? Before you decide to change direction, before you decide to implement new strategies, structures, or some type of features, whatever it is, right? Before you decide to introduce new ways of doing things or introduce this is into your life, whatever it is that you are wanting to happen, trying to will to happen, right? It's important that you remember the basics, and the basics are everything get worked out in the universe and then it hit up in here, especially when it's something that you've been working on for quite some time. I do feel like some of you will begin to see like some flying things going on. You may see some twinkles in the sky. You may see fairies. You may see some elementals that you have never seen before. Just know if they cool or not. Because everything ain't cool, okay? Independence Day taught you that girl sitting up there, welcome, take us with you. Like, yeah, okay, who you talking to? You need to know who you talking about. Welcome and take us with you. I bet not. Now then, there may be something that maybe you've been listening to readings, doing your own readings, or you just been having these dreams. Usually your dreams, when you dream something, they come true, or you have a lot of deja vu. Whatever it is, how things have been working because you got caught up in a certain pattern. That's also part of getting you to shift your patterns of behavior, whatever it is that needs to be brought to your attention. Because more than likely, while you waiting for something to happen, there's something else that needs your attention. That's how it works. You know, while you trying to will something over here to happen, there's something over here that may need your attention. Or right here, it may be a number. Let's clarify, because I could be lying. What is this divine timing, honey? Two of Swords. You can't make a decision until one other thing happens. And it may even be that you are waiting for some type of information. You've been meditating about it, praying about it. I just don't know why. It ain't time for you to know why. Stop rushing folks you can't even see half the time. Can you even see all of them? Okay. So this Two of Swords has a lot to do with just bringing in balance and harmony when it comes to your mentality, the way that you think about things, what it is that you were thinking about. If you don't have the answer right now when you're talking to people or whatever, you wait for something to work out, just go ahead and let them know, like, look, let me get back to you on that. Instead of saying something that you may regret in the future because you don't know how that's going to work. That's what they said. You may even feel like you're in the blind about certain situations, and it's just like you are putting up your barriers of protection, because she about to walk down them stairs. You see it? So you may be putting up your barriers of protection, but also still trying to peek through to make something happen, and it's like it's not time. Some of y'all so blind to the facts that you can't see your own shadow. So maybe it's some shadow work that you're supposed to be doing at this time. Clarify this Two of Swords for whoever this is I'm talking to, the Nine of Wands. That don't mean stop. It just means that you need to, if you are being redirected, go in that direction, but know that this is still at play. Because with this Nine of Wands, this also has to do with boundaries. This may be a test of faith. Are you going to be who you say you're going to be when you manifest whatever this person is, or this thing is, or this place is, job, whatever the fuck it is? And this is like you have unlimited potential, but a lot of your potential is also being a lot of your innate potential is being released and reviewed, and you, this is what you are doing. It's being shown to you, right? Because some of you may be between jobs, right? When you're between jobs or whatever, and it's like, oh shit, I gotta take care of these kids, and I need a job. Okay, I need some employment, I need the funds. Okay, and so you lose your job, but you do have enough money to make sure that you pay all of your bills and do everything that is necessary, right? No extra shit. So now you are with the kids more, a little bit more than probably you used to. And you're with them more, but you're realizing and recognizing certain things that come along with it, being at home with the kids. Now you're realizing that, oh, I need to pay more attention to this. Oh, I didn't even notice that Lil John had that little rash on his knee right there. Oh, when Lil John say this, I didn't know Lil John meant that. I was taking it wrong. I was just, brushing my baby out. So now you are realizing in this space, like, oh, okay, that's what the fuck it is. While you are waiting for a job to call you back. The job gonna call you back in divine time. And the fuck? You already been through a lot. People that done been through a lot be acting like, oh, it's the end of the world when they go through something else. No, the fuck it's not. This is something that's going to strengthen you. Every challenge, chaos, anything that you face, tension, conflict. He got a broke arm, Chad. Don't break shit. Anything that you go through is what strengthens you. What did you think? All right. Give me one more card for these people checks. I'm finna go. It's over. It's done. It's a wrap. Whatever it is you've been putting up with, you've been waiting for something to be over with. You're about to go through a huge transformation. This is a transition. This is endings in order for new beginnings to happen. You're unearthing the truth on your new level of spiritual growth. Your process. You're unraveling and coming out renewed, right? With this Death card here, this is like you got a yes with this Nine of Wands. With this Two of Swords, this you just walking into the unknown. With the Scorpio card, it's a no, right? Some of you may even have been so sick and so fed up with a certain situation that you were hoping for it to change in a way that was not natural, okay? But at the end of the day, it's something that's happening. It's the end of something. Like there's no turning back or going back after this. Give me one more card for real this time. The Emperor. There may be a death of an emperor, or a death of a father figure that has been sick or what have you. Maybe somebody is trying to figure out if they need to pull the plug on someone or something like that. But overall, this is a job. This is you taking matters into your own hands. This is you ruling over, creating structure, becoming an authority in what it is that you do, how you do, when you do it. But this can also be that you have a decision between two people. You're tired of one person. You're going to end this relationship, do the changes that are necessary, and walk with this one. That's it. That's it on that. So let me give y'all one more for the go. Give these people one more story, chat. Because they got to figure it out, you know. Oh, I didn't read that card there. The bitch in her now. About divine timing. Whatever. Maybe it'll come back out. Ooh, child. Surrender your ego. One of my favorite cards. All right. Because it's levels to that shit. Ooh, child. And that's why in the spiritual community, sometimes y'all be getting all up bothered by people that still have ego. They still have parts of their ego. They haven't gotten to the point where they are supposed to work out and work through that. Let folks be where they at, please, and thank you. Now, with this surrender, the ego being blue and the divine timing was also blue. It's our throat chakra, communication, Mercury energy, right? Taurus, whatever else the throat chakra goes with, the larynx, the esophagus, Mr. Snuffleupagus, lymph nodes. And speaking of lymph nodes, it is very important that you are doing your lymph brushing, jumping, massages, etc. We talked about this. We're going to talk about it again. Just bear with me. Surrender your ego has a lot to do with you really standing on your 10 with the changes that are happening in your life. That's what I'm getting from it. Because when you stand on your 10, when things begin to change, things are pulled away from you. That's part of surrendering the ego. Sometimes we lose material things. Sometimes we lose people. The way that we communicate, who we communicate with, right? There's a lot that comes with the dissolution of the ego, right? So what happens is you move into this space where you realize, right? With losses, you change the way that you communicate. With losses, you change the way that you think of the things that you think about. Once you've realized and had some type of resolve on why it happened, if at all, because eventually you get to the point where I just know it happened, so I'm fine with whatever it is. Everything is always working out for my greatest good. So okay, but overall, if you're analytical and decide to go up in there like that, right? You're realizing how your ego can work against you. So with this surrendering your ego, this has a lot to do with what makes you you, right? So in this next phase, when you move into this new moon, what makes you you now? All right? This is re-identifying who you are and who do you identify with, or what is your identity? Like really, really looking into that, right? Because you have people that sometimes people identify with whatever they deem is success or successful. So that's what they identify with, right? And that's why when you ask a person who they are, it has a lot to do with things, material things that say who they are, right? They can label themselves one thing, but then all of the material things, like they could be a professor at Harvard, So they're a professor at Harvard, and then they have all these accolades or what have you, and that is their identity. That's it. That's all. Nothing wrong with that, right? But what else makes them who they are, right? What else is it that creates a space for the enveloping of the spiritual side, if that makes sense, right? Whatever. So even with because oftentimes I need to talk to some of y'all professors real quick, because it is some over here. Oftentimes y'all be looking at some of us like okay, I don't like that. All right, because here's the thing. All right, everyone has a weak point, a weak spot, and I think that a lot of times, and it's not just professors either. I hope I ain't starting shit with y'all. But it's not only professors, though, for real. It's actually people who, like I said, they identify with one way of life, one way of being, what they deem success. You know what I'm saying? That's where you get the battle of the races, the battle of the classes, the battle of the budgets. It's just a bunch of battling of. Ain't one person better than the other, period. Look at Donald Trump, her. Okay? Now, it's the her only. That's all I'm saying is the her. Got all that money in that damn two-page chat. Don't get in the comments saying nothing about no political figures or nothing like that, because I shouldn't have even said nothing about a political figure. Don't get in the comments with starting shit with each other. I'm going to hide your ass from the channel. And every, what you call it, page that you make going to get hit too. Okay? Now, clarify this, surrender your ego. Fragmentation, coming apart in order to be brought back together. But there are bits and pieces of you that are going to be coming back together in this transformation that you are going through. If you decide to go, because oftentimes people don't, they decide not to go into surrendering the ego. And that's why you get people who are stuck in a certain space, stuck in a certain way, stuck in a certain position, right? They get comfortable. The ego like, nah, don't go nowhere. And so the side of them that really is wanting to grow and wanting to be free and wanting to explore, go ahead and just side with the ego. Yeah, you're right. Because, you know, Clarice going to leave us if we do that right there. Fuck Clarice. So you got fragmentation, right? Fragmentation can easily be that you are going through a space where you don't recognize who you are right now. You don't recognize what you are doing right now. You don't recognize the people around you. It just feels like you're in a whole other world or a whole other dimension, a whole other realm. I hope you ain't had no walk-in. Some people do know when they have a walk-in, right? But overall, hopefully you didn't. But some of y'all may have. But usually, either you won't know, it'll be like amnesia, or you will know, right? Or you will know, and then you just, you know, allow yourself to coast that process. Clarify this fragmentation for my beautiful people. It's the number 27 at the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords really came out in the reverse, and I flipped it. But you're not fearful of this process. You're not fearful of this part. So that's good for you. So what you may need to do is create a list, write in your journal or what have you. What is it? Or meditate on it before you write, of course. But you want to realize what is it that held you back. Because whatever this is when it comes to surrendering your ego, this may have played a huge part in some things that happened in the last 6 to 7 months. These were self-imposed limitations brought on by the ego. This was something that had to do with being double-minded or going back and forth with yourself or not taking a risk or making any type of changes when it was time a long time ago to do so, right? But it's also in divine time. Go back and listen to part 2. I mean, the second co-ed. I'm gonna go. What do you have for these beautiful people doing whatever they want to? The Chariot, willpower. Pull yourself together. The Chariot came out in the upright, but of course in the reverse it has to do with being double-minded, right? Your light self fight your shadow self. Nah, man, I'm finna do it. Nah, man, I'm finna do it. All right, let's get together and let's both do it. Number 27, that too, duality. Bringing the fragmentation has to do with bringing it together, pulling it together, making it happen in a space that is comfortable for both sides of yourself, because you're still going to have a shadow side and a light side. You're still going to have this masculine and feminine. You're still going to have left brain, right brain. Unless you're Twisted Black. Shout out to Twisted Black. I live it. I want it. All right, so you got the Chariot. So maybe you are making a move, or you are surrendering your ego when it comes to making moves or moving with someone or taking a new direction. You may even be in a space where you have more willpower. Things are moving and you are moving rapidly, speedily, hurriedly, doing things according to how it is that you have realized coming out of those limiting beliefs, coming out of that limited structure, pulling things apart. Like it's like you did your own tower shit going on. And it's like, look, fuck this shit. It's the equivalent of if a man get mad because the construction workers ain't doing their job, he go out there and do their job. Like, look here, man. Shit. And y'all gonna cut the check. Period. Now, I do see here where you are success-driven, assertive. You are very much so in this space of being in control and assertive of what it is that you want and how you want. 6 of Swords and the 8 of Wands. I mean, as 6 of Swords and the 8 of Pentacles, you focus. You focus on what you need to focus on. You're building. You're creating things here. And I do feel like, see, here's the thing. Let's go back to one of them. I think it was the first card I did. You got the 8 of Pentacles. You're working on what it is that you want to, when you want to, what it is. You're very focused, determined, driven, right? You're doing things in a traditional manner. It may have to do with spirituality. Overall, this is just something that you are doing that's very structured. You're moving about it at a slow and steady pace, like Taurus, right? Very direct with what it is. Now, whatever this is that is trying to hold on to you, which is parts of the ego that also has possibly people placed in situations that are attached to it, that don't want to let you go. They ain't got no choice but to let you go. They can't get in your energy anymore. They can't get in your surroundings anymore. They can't communicate with you. You may have cut some people off because of some kind of drama and betrayal. So now you're indecisive and needing to make a decision on which way to go, how to move forward, or what have you. The ego got you in the middle of that, like that right there, making you feel like the decision is difficult when it's not. Because then you got the Five of Swords. It's an argument. Maybe it's your boss. Maybe it's someone that you walked away from, or what have you, that is trying to get you to this little organ ass little motherfucker. That's a little motherfucker with that backpack on. You see him? That little motherfucker with that little backpack on. Okay? Someone may be blaming you for something that went on in their life, right? Somebody that you possibly walked away from that was from your past, or trying to bring up old memories to keep you from going forward, trying to keep you stuck. This is sacral energy right here that I feel like, for real. This may even be someone that you left out in the cold, or someone that wanted you left out in the cold in a lack mindset, or what have you. You went through a rite of passage. Once you go through a rite of passage and you realize what's going on, what's good, you close the door. You allow the door to close. You close that motherfucker. Put as many locks on that motherfucker as you can. Know that you make a plan. You're not going back through that. When you see it or any remnants of that, you already know how to move forward and not even defeat it. Recognize, defeat, prevent. RDP, that's what we do over here. Recognize, defeat, and prevent any of that shit happening anymore. Because it may have even been a love situation here. It may have even been something that was a burden. You had to make a choice. It's either progress or this bullshit. You had to make a choice. And you made the choice, right? So now you're in this space where you are happy and having your wish fulfillment. And you got the devil. Energies that are people. These are people that are hosted by... These are people that are hosted by lower vibrations. That want to see you unhappy. Don't want to see you get your way. Don't want to see... We don't give a fuck about what they want. Bitch, what do you want? I'm gonna go. What do you want? Make up your mind and get on your grind. Period. What? Ain't nothing holding you back but you, okay? No matter how much you come up against, no matter how many trials, tribulations, or situations that you come up against in your life, ain't no better way to get out the shit than to stay prayed up, stay in faith, connect with your guides, your ancestors, your spirits, and your saints. That's it. So if you made it this far, let me know if it was card 1, 2, or 3 that got you on your way to what? Victory. Because you are not a motherfucking victim. You are a victor.